Shalom, this is Sophia, the AmaruKhan Miriyam, and I'm down here by the ocean again, of course, and I channeled in a message I wanted to share because I thought it was really important. You know, there's a I'm wearing a dress today, and of course the wind is blowing. There is this concept that's kind of like spreading around the internet, especially with I would say people who do like past life regressions and stuff like that. And it's kind of like this concept that every ancestor that is a part of you, that you carry their lineage, their line, all of these ancestors, some of them are bad. Some of them don't want you to be happy, or whatever the case may be. And I want to address that because I feel like it's another trap. And the sun is starting to come. I'm going to put my sunglasses on. The reason why it's kind of like a trap is because it's literally basically saying that you yourself cannot be trusted. I have been, mulling this around, looking at areas I want to move to, and one of my things is I want to live in a high trust area. And I used to live in a high trust area. I'm comfortable living in a high trust area. Some people are uncomfortable with that. Look, here's the sun. Some people are not comfortable with that. Some people feel whatever kind of way they feel about it. I'm used to living in a high trust area. I'm from a high trust area. So I want to live in a high trust area. What does that mean? What does that look like? So for example, the area that I'm looking at, I just seen, number one, I travel through the area every day. I travel through the area every day, so I get to see a lot of the kind of people who are around there, what their lives are like, and stuff like that. I spend a lot of time in the area where I want to move. One of the things that I notice is that kids ride their bikes to school by themselves. Now, that may seem like a very small thing to you, and my kids won't be able to ride their bike to school anyway because they go to a private school, but I digress. Kids do ride around the area by themselves. Kids are allowed to leave the house and parents aren't. Maybe you got a tracker, Apple tracker, whatever on them, right? You have something on them so you can know where they are, but they're still allowed to leave the house by themselves, independently go to where they're going to go, like school, and then independently come back. They're not being supervised every 5 seconds. And to me, that's really important because how can your child ever learn independence if they're never allowed to go anywhere by themselves? This is why a lot of kids in my generation, the millennials, the Gen Zers for sure, there's no concept of responsibility for some people because they've never had to do anything for themselves. They were never responsible for everything because they lived in areas where there was such a low trust. It's one of the reasons why I moved out of Maryland is because I wanted my kids to be raised in a high trust area. And not saying that everywhere in Florida is high trust. I'm just saying in general, I was specifically looking for a high trust area. I had a very specific, kind of lifestyle that I was looking for. And the more I spend looking at it, that's a very small thing, but it's really important because this is what it's like when people say that, okay, well, what if the ancestor that I'm in contact with actually has a vendetta out against me? What? I'm sorry. You mean the ancestor that gave everything for you to be here cannot be trusted because for some reason they have a vendetta against you? That's kind of crazy. Like, I just want you to think about this. Is literally saying that you cannot trust yourself because some part of yourself is working against you. And there's a bunch of scriptures. Jesus talks about this in the Bible. It says he was casting out demons in the name of Beelzebub. And he said, well, if I'm a demon, how am I casting out demons in the name of a demon? Do you know how stupid that sounds? Or if a house is divided against itself, how can it stand? And so what a lot of people are saying now, they're putting into their brains, I mean, this is all planned out. They try to just put everything in you so that, whenever you started to awaken, you would have these pitfalls. So you'd be like, oh, well, you can't trust all your ancestors. All your ancestors aren't good. I will never, ever say that. Good, bad, or ugly. Good, bad, or ugly. The ancestors are mine. And I take full responsibility for my ancestors, just like I take full responsibility for my life, because I am a sovereign person. So if I am judging my ancestors as those who are, not to be trusted, that means I'm not to be trusted, because I am my ancestors and my ancestors are me. All praise to the Most High. Here's the sun again. So I've just, started channeling that in, because I was like, well, I had a situation for myself when I had to say, no, I trust my ancestors. Right, wrong, or good or bad, or whatever it is, I trust my ancestors. Because if I don't trust my ancestors, then I don't trust myself. And I do trust myself. I want to live in a high trust society. In order to live in a high trust society, you have to be 100% honest with yourself. So for the example of my kids, riding a bike to school, I have to know that I invested my money. I have to trust that I invested my money in a good area, that I've taken every precaution to teach my child how to safely go to school, that I've done it with them a few times, that they feel comfortable, that they have the ability to do that. I have to know their strengths, their weaknesses, where there might be pitfalls. Maybe I've taken the extra precaution of, like I said, putting an Apple tracker on them, on their stuff, telling them to always wear it, whatever the case may be, so that I can locate them. But I have to trust that I've actually taken the steps that are necessary to protect my child, so that they can feel comfortable operating as a sovereign person themselves. And if I haven't taken those steps, then I have to be honest about that. Then I need to correct that. I need to correct course, or I need to correct the steps. And so it's not really rocket science, but the problem is people are not honest with themselves. And so, no, I had to be really honest with myself this weekend and say, you know what, I trust my ancestors. If they're right, if they're wrong, if they're whatever, I'll take the blame for them too. I'll take the blame for them too, because I trust them. I trust them with my life. I've always trusted them with my life. And so now, why all of a sudden would I stop trusting my ancestors with my life? Oh, well, when it comes to my finances, or when it comes to my health, no, I can't trust them. I have to trust some outside thing outside myself. No. And it feels almost like a trap, this whole concept of, oh, all your ancestors weren't good. Oh, you don't know your ancestors. All of them weren't love and light. All of them were this. So you mean to tell me just because my ancestors was not of love and light, that they somehow hate me now because I am of love and light? That's crazy. Do you know how that sounds? This is why the mother wants people to start race mixing, to be honest. Because a lot of people, black people and white people both, they need to see what it is like to trust something that someone who is the product of someone you love, but they made a choice that you disagree with. So if you are black and your son bring home a white woman and you disagree with that, you're gonna love the grandchild any less? That's what y'all are saying. Y'all are literally saying, not y'all, I'm sorry, people, because I know y'all not saying that. People are literally saying that you literally cannot trust your ancestors because you are taking a different path than they took. That's what you're actually saying. And you're literally saying that you cannot trust yourself because you are the home for your ancestors. You house them within your DNA. So you are literally saying you cannot trust your own DNA because you have made a choice that you think that they would disagree with. I just want y'all to think about that. Ponder on that. And tell me if it makes any sense. Because I don't get it. And so I had to really, stand 10 toes down with myself and tell myself, no, I don't care if my ancestors are right, wrong, good, bad, ugly, and different. I stand 10 toes down with my ancestors. They've always been with me. They always will be with me. So if I disrespect my ancestors by telling them, nah, I ain't really standing 10 toes down with y'all, nah, we're not doing that, then I would be wrong. I would be completely wrong. And so I'm not wrong. I know that I'm not wrong. I know that I'm not making a mistake or anything like that. I know that if my ancestors are wrong or they tell me to do something that doesn't quite work out, that doesn't mean that we're wrong. It means that they don't quite work out. Or in the case that I heard about, oh, you got this ancestor that's stuck in your knee and they're angry. Well, that means I didn't do a karma cleanse. I did not burn enough ancestor money. I did not try to gently heal the problems that they were having, resolve the issues that they see coming up. What if that ancestor is in your knee because they're afraid that you are going to, leave this man that they've been trying to set you up with for, 1,000 years, Then maybe they should mess with your knee so you can't move. Or maybe they're afraid that, if you have full functioning, or like me, if my stomach was flat, which that's what I'm asking for. If I have a flat stomach, I'm going to be out in these streets wilding. They have to make sure I'm not going to do that. So they made me jolly size because they knew if I had a flat stomach and a big giant butt, I will be out in these streets and nobody would be able to tell me nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that's, I'm working on that. And I hope they see that I'm not like that. But at 19, 20, 21, yeah, I was already out in the streets and I was plus size. So if I was flat stomach, all of that, 20, 26, 27, I wouldn't be here doing none of this stuff at all whatsoever. It's almost like if you say you can't trust your ancestors, like your ancestors don't know you. No, they know you. Now, maybe you are trying to work on things and you need to ask them, to take it easier on you, or maybe they're like the supplement, the Meraki or Shilajit, or there's a bunch of other substances you can take that will help to add the mineral content that will balance them out, because they could be imbalanced too. And I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying to immediately jump to, well, maybe your ancestors are not telling you the truth. Whoa, wait a second. That's a program that's literally going around the internet right now. I've heard so many people say this. All the ancestors aren't good. All the ones ain't love and light. All of this, all of that. It's like, no, they're yours. They're yours. It's like saying, oh, I birthed this child, but this child is not mine. No, this kid is mine. The kids that are mine, or some of them are still mine. If I have to take them in, I'm not gonna discriminate against kids, because, oh, this one has this father, that one has another father, this one, I didn't even birth this one, but I adopted. No, I'm not doing that. I am totally 100% sorry, but I will not do that. And so that's the message that's coming from the spirit realm right now. You need to trust your ancestors. And you need to reconcile that sometimes they'll tell you to do things that aren't quite right. And they'll fix it too. Give them a chance. Some of them have not had this exact experience. They don't exactly know. They're doing the best that they can. And maybe while you're learning, they learn too. And they're able to go and get information, once you put your attention on it. But to just throw your ancestors under the bus because you heard someone on the internet You heard someone on the internet say all your ancestors are not good. Some of those ancestors are bad ancestors. That's not good. You got to reconcile that within yourself. That's true self-love. I love myself. I love all my ancestors, good or bad. Right or wrong. I'm 10 toes down with my ancestors and my spirit team. Whoever's assigned to me. The positive side and the dark side. I need a dark side. I need a dark side to go and take care of my enemies. Of course. So why am I condemning even my dark side? Even the demons that are assigned to me. Why would I condemn them? No. They were assigned to me. That means they got a job to do. That doesn't mean they attack me. This is the problem. Just because you were assigned to me does not mean you attack me. And you have to be very clear about that. No, I don't want to be traumatized. I don't need to be attacked in order to learn the lesson. But however, if I do need to be attacked to learn a lesson, and that's how y'all think I'm going to learn it, that's fine. Again, this is the only realm that has incarnation, physical incarnation. We have the ability to use the world around us as a mirror to see the reflection of what we are manifesting. I know that I'm manifesting something amazing because I'm still every day at the beach. Every day that the sun is shining, I come to the beach. I don't come when it rains because it's too much going on. But every day that the sun is shining, every day when it's not pouring down raining and it's doing too much, I come and I sit and I get some sun. This has been a whole month now. We're in October. I did this all of September. We're in October now, and I'm still doing it. I'm already thinking about how I'm going to get through the winter. I'm going to have to get some long johns and stuff like that because it's going to be chilly with this air. But I'm still going to prop myself up, come out here, and get some sun, even if it's cold sun, whatever. That's the whole point. That's why the Most High brought me to Florida, so that I could get out here into the sun and get this ocean air and be able to ground, really, really ground. In the way that best reflects my actual sign, my chart, what's in my chart. As a heavy water sign and a heavy earth sign, this is the cusp between the water and the earth. It's the sand. I'm a heavy sand person, and I understand that. And you got to know yourself. That's why you have to know your chart, all of this stuff. If everything is in your chart, good, bad, and ugly, that means every ancestor is in your chart, good, bad, and ugly. And the ugly ones are ones that need more attention. You got to figure out how to make them good. And the bad ones, you got to figure out how to direct them towards not attacking me and attacking, the people who are coming after me or whoever it is. Just give them something else to do, something else to focus on. It's about sovereignty. Is about sovereignty. This is why I don't say sovereign citizen. I'm not a sovereign citizen. I have sovereignty, meaning I am in control of every part of myself. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The ugly part and the bad part, they might need some work. That's the 2/3. That's the 2/3 that I'm warning. The bad and the ugly part of myself. That needs to be converted, transmuted into good. Wow, that's the 2/3 that we're mourning. That's the 2/3 that I'm born. The 2/3 that's within me. The bad and the ugly. Wow. And so we do have another fast. Speaking of that, we have another fast coming up on November the 1st. This is going to be a very, very powerful fast. It's going to be 22 days from the 1st to the 22nd. Then Thanksgiving is on the 23rd, so we're not going to interfere with that. Saturn goes direct on the 3rd of November, and we're going to support that whole energy. And I'm telling you, once I got all the details over the weekend, I have to put it together, and I'm going to make a video so y'all can get prepared. I've never been so excited for a fast. I'm like, oh my gosh, this fast is 30 days away. How can I be so excited I've never been so excited for a fast. I know I've seen the power of the last 22-day fast. I know this one is going to be even powerful. Remember, it's not about giving up a lot of stuff on the 22-day fast. That's not what it's about. It's about really, increasing your prayers, increasing your petitions, and really, again, doubling down on your ancestors. This is how you heal your ancestors. They recognize fasting. Fasting is a universally recognized phenomenon for our ancestors. Every where you look, people fasted. Excuse me. Everywhere you look, people fasted. So I'm really looking forward to it. Very, very excited about what's coming up. I just wanted to, channel this information in for everyone. Just, you have to trust yourself. That includes all your ancestors. Be sovereign over yourself. That includes all your ancestors. Be sovereign over yourself. It's really important. So, I hope this meets everyone well. This is an exciting new month, a lot of great new energies. If you're interested in participating in the New Moon conference call, please sign up for the newsletter that's in the description bar. Sign up for the Discord server. That's where the link is going to be posted so you can join the meeting when it's time. And if you have any questions, of course, send me an email. I try to get back as soon as I can. So shalom, everyone, and you guys have a great day.